In the United States, there are 2,122 landfills, accumulating 135 million tons of waste each year. Cornell University alone generated 8,934 tons of waste in the 2009-2010 fiscal year. As the waste in landfills decomposes, landfill gas is generated, consisting of methane gas, an explosive greenhouse gas, carbon dioxide, and hundreds of other toxic non-methane organic compound chemicals.
We've just created a new position on campus called the R5 Coordinator, and that's the first time we've had somebody to really think holistically about the entire campus and the recycling and waste management issues associated with the campus this size.
Ours are respect, rethink, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Commingling allows us to streamline the process of collecting recyclables by having all the different types of recyclables come into a single bin and then go out of Cornell in a single truck and go to Tompkins County, and then it gets sorted into all the different waste streams. Easier to recycle than it is to throw something out that goes in the landfill. And those are some of the best examples I've seen from other schools, is when you actually disincentivize throwing something in the garbage and you incentivize, not through money, but just making it easier, having distribution of your bins around campus. For the average person on campus, what they see of those recycling and composting initiatives is a bucket. And I think over time, we're going to hopefully engage people more in the full life cycle of the things that they're using, so they better understand it's coming from, what happens to it after it leaves their hands, and hopefully they'll make choices that will reduce the amount of waste that goes into this whole cycle.
Recycling of paper went down a little bit this year, and it's really actually a great thing, because it's not that we're not stepping back in people's approach to recycling. That's continuing to grow, but it shows a conscious effort for people to use less paper.
So the Students for Natural Resource Conservation, that promoted double-sided printing in all of our libraries, and that's something that people need to be doing more and more of in their home computers and in their offices, is making sure that they go do double-sided printing every time they print something. You can even expand the margins of your pages, and you actually end up reducing the amount of paper you use. The students themselves have the best voice, the most articulate oftentimes, in saying, we demand, more recycling, we want to see less use of water bottles. And the administration often listens to organized students.
Take Back the Tap at Cornell, which is mostly an undergraduate club focusing on transitioning students away from the use of single-use plastic water bottles.
Convenience is such an attraction of bottled water that we need to make tap water as convenient as bottled water, as close as we can get. And so that's a really key part of what we're trying to do.
Transition away from the sale of bottled water into the Climate Action Plan. Basically, this is a plan that helps colleges and universities move towards a more sustainable future.
Over the last 15 years, Cornell has already been able to divert 54% of waste from landfills. The goal set for Cornell is to have 75% of waste diverted from landfills by 2025. Reducing waste is key to lowering overall waste quantity and making this goal more feasible.